like I said, I don't know how old I was, but it's just too young and not strong enough to dig these big holes I had to make a certain type of building I was going to use. But I got the money saved up one way or another. I don't know just how I saved that much because we didn't get allowances or anything, but I let them accumulate because I wanted a bunch of little baby chicks. So I went to Montgomery Ward's and ordered 100 chicks, and I had just enough for the cockerels because you can buy them pretty cheap. You know about chickens. And leghorns, they're not the meat chickens that I thought they were going to be. They're egg-laying chicken. So anyway, I waited and waited and waited. That order finally come, and I went in and picked up this long flat crate and just a bunch of little holes in it, a bunch of little chicks. And I counted them out, and I had already made me a little brooder, what do you call that little place keep them warm?
Yeah, that's a brooder,
incubator,
Oh, yeah.
whatever, with a light bulb and a cardboard box in the basement to get them a start. And just a little bitty thing. Chirp, chirp, chirp. That's all you hear down the basement when they're sleeping.
Aren't they cute?
But anyway, I had about 4 extra in the bunch, and then lucky enough, I saved about 100, and 3 or 4 of them died either through the shipping or raising them to get them big enough to get outside. And so I'd feed them, and I had this little incubator made to keep them warm, and then that little, quite a big box I made for them before I ever got them, and kept them until they got pretty big. But in the meanwhile, I was out there, and Dad had just found a bunch of railroad ties. We used to haul them down to make fences and big posts on there, you know, ties that square or whatever. And I needed there's enough stuff around the ranch, wire and whatever I needed, except the poles to make me a little building. And I got Bryce and Ken, or some of my older brothers, to dig these big holes and set the ties for me and make a square. That's going to be my pen. And I found some old chicken wiring net and put that around, and boards and the old stuff together. And finally got them out there and raised them and fed them all good and kept them watered. And then I made a little outside pen, a little run for them with some more old wire I dragged up from somewhere. And just about time that about 1940, probably 39 or 40, the Chinese restaurants, things are getting hard to get, and there's going to be rationing coming on. And they'd drive from Great Falls out to the ranch to buy these chickens from me. They was getting just about ready to be friars, what meat there was to them. But I'd get a $1 a piece for them. They come out from town, and once in a while I'd take a couple on milk route. Somebody had heard that we had some chickens, and I sold them all and got nothing under $1 a piece for them. And got back my investment. That is pretty good for a little boy, not very tall.
Did you do it again?
Huh?
Did you do it again?
Did I do? No, I just had to do it
time?
one time.
Just one time, huh?
I learned my lessons. The next time I made $2.99 instead of $1.99, and get a meaty chicken and raise them for beef.
Quite a business venture.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you, that was big to me in them days.